I'm going to do a beginner series. So this is for people starting to play Summoner's War. Whether you're a brand new player playing for the first time, you're re-rolling an account to try and do something differently, or just have an alt. Um, I want to play through a beginner account right from the beginning here. So, and we're going to work through together. I'll be posting the series on YouTube. We'll do episodes, figure out roughly how long each episode is going to be. So this is recording for YouTube as well. And we'll go over any tips, advice, anything for new players. If you have any questions, post it in the YouTube comments below. Post it here in Twitch chat. Ask away. It is much appreciated. We'll go over everything that we need to go over. We're going to try to focus to be as efficient as possible in guiding new players for long-term account progression. That we're not just here to do a few quick summons or anything. So we'll try to focus for long-term progression. Our first goal is going to be to complete Giants B10. That's kind of our first thing that we're going to be shooting for. So without further ado, the series, I don't plan on editing anything out, at least until we're a ways in and it just kind of becomes repetitive farming. Then we'll see if it's time to end the series there, or if people want to keep it around, we can keep it around, change it up. We'll go from there. But until that point, let's do this together. So I've read through all this stuff. If you want to read it on your account, by all means, feel free. This is probably, I've made a couple accounts now. This is a fresh, brand new one though. So a lot of dialogue here, but I didn't want to skip anything without you guys here. Yeah, first 250 mana. So a little bit of background. For me, I am an active player of this game. I have my main account, which I play daily. I've been playing for over 4.5 years now. Not super high pay to win rank, but I'm pretty high rank for how much time I've put in and how much effort I've put into the game. So, you know, I've got an experience here, and I know there's a lot of how-to videos and guides for new players out there, but they a lot of times seem to be from a busier account, from a long-term account, and I wanted to do this from a starting standpoint. Make it a little bit more relatable, a little easier to go through, but still from the perspective of an experienced player. Alright, so we've got our first couple monsters here. Just a quick little trainings on how to use the summoning circle and what different scrolls can offer you. Here we go over leader skills. So if you tap and hold on a monster, maybe we can't do it because it's a tutorial right now, but the little blue box in the bottom left of the monster portrait there indicates a leader ability. And when you select that monster first, it'll show up in the top there, the leader skill. So this one is to increase resistance, which basically means that you're going to be more resistant to enemy harmful effects. And that's for your whole team. So here we basically just get to go through a battle. You can read what the skills do. You'll notice that the second skill here has a cooldown on it, reusable in 3 turns. So we're going to use that for now. Here's a kind of a rock, paper, scissors in terms of elemental vulnerability. So here we're going to just up the battle speed just to make things go a little bit quicker here. Should speed things along quite nicely. What is going on? Where's this noise coming from? Sorry. There we go. That should be better now. Alright, so we got our first reward, an unknown scroll. I believe now is our time to go back and summon this. Let's see what we get. these first 3 or 4 monsters that are part of the tutorial and the summoning you're always going to get the same ones. There's no randomization to it. Once we're outside of the tutorial, anything you summon in terms of these scrolls is going to be random what you get. You have a chance to get really rare monsters from them or more common ones. We'll go over that here shortly. Alright, so now that we've got a monster, we can go in. So we got a rune, and this game is really about the runes, way more than the monsters. The monsters are good, but the runes are kind of what dictates what level of gameplay you're going to be doing. So we'll engrave the rune, and we can go over stats and rune types and slots and all that stuff as we progress through the game here, but for now we'll follow the tutorial guide and just do a power up of the rune, and that makes it a little bit stronger. Now again, more tutorial, and we're going to go to the shop. What are they buying at the shop? A power up circle. Alright, let's go buy the power up circle here and place it. Sure, we'll place it there. That works. Alright, so now we can go up and power up one of our monsters. So we have to power up this one first. So you can basically feed monsters to other monsters to help increase their level. Just like you can battle with them as well. They'll gain experience and will increase their level. And we'll continue along in the tutorial here. Just click on through all the dialogue. Again, feel free to read it if you want. I've read it many times, and just for the sake of speed in the video, we're gonna kind of keep it going. Ooh, new user bonus. Look at all these goodies that we're gonna get over the next 30 days of logging in. Wow, very exciting. Okay, so we have to search the Garen Forest. Now we also have challenges here. So these are daily missions here. I'm going to go over some of the quick menu tutorial stuff before we continue on with the tutorial of the gameplay. Daily missions, as you can see, have rewards. Crystals are kind of the premium currency. You can spend real money to get them. We will not be spending any money on this account. This is entirely a free-to-play account, but you can spend money, and crystals usually come as part of that. Crystals are a very important currency in this game, so doing these daily challenges to try and get them when you can and using them wisely is going to be a big key to success. So you can kind of see what some of them are, right? We got daily rune maintenance, power up a rune 3 times, summon 3 monsters. So a lot of this stuff you're just going to do organically anyway as you're playing, and they really don't take a lot of time. So we've got a load of challenges here as well, and they will unlock as we go through the story, progress through the missions. But come in, collect the mana. We're going to be going through mana like crazy. We get experience so we can level up here as well. Get more scrolls, and here we go. So we can keep doing this as we level up. So as you see, as we gain levels, we'll gain more rewards, and that's basically the gist of that. Oh boy. All right, yeah, they've added a lot of new stuff to this game here that I was not overly familiar with, but let's continue on now with the story, and we'll see. So drop info, you can kind of see what they drop, right? And if you're in hell mode, you can get crafting materials as well. But any of these monsters have a random chance at being a reward after you complete any stage of the dungeon. Now, one thing you may have... Ooh, Durand has been added to our friends list. Very good. You can only use a friend's monster once a day. So if you're using Durand or any other friend that you happen to acquire through chat, you can only use them once a day each. Beyond that, you'll have to wait till server reset in order to get them again. So we're not going to use them here because our team should be plenty strong enough to go through these stages. So I recommend saving them for when you kind of get to a point when things start to get a little tougher. Now you may have noticed in some of the previous monster screens that some of these monsters have yellow stars and some have silver stars. Oh, this game has something called an awakening. So you can awaken a monster instead of just having a generic name to it. It gets more of a human type name to it. And with that, you can... They get increased stats, sometimes unlock new abilities. Silver stars means they can't awaken. So they're basically just there to be food. They're not monsters we want to build. Hi, Buggin' on Boost. Yes, I am making a tutorial. We're going to put it up on YouTube. This is basically for something for our new players. Right from a beginning account. And just go straight from right from the very beginning and walk players through and how to focus. So as we progress here, we'll be able to hopefully put a good guide together for some anybody coming into the game. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So you'll notice here as well that we're gaining levels for our monsters just by playing. Now you can auto battle too, where the AI will auto attack for you. Their skill selections aren't always amazing. So if you're pushing new content, I recommend maybe not doing that unless you're pretty confident in the strength of your team. But it can speed things up quite a bit. All right, so we can go. So you can come into the prepare screen to see what's going on, or we can just go into the next battle. So we're just going to go through a few of the stages here, try to clear this initial area just as quick as we can. Let the monsters level up, and we'll go from there. Oh man, this brings back some old memories, I tell you. It's been a while since I've gone through these stages. Alright, we got a green rune, magic rarity. So you'll notice it comes with a substat here. The HP plus 3% is a substat. We'll get into runes a little bit more here in the very near future. Thanks, Boggin. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully it should come fairly quick and easy. The first few stages of the game, the areas are pretty easy to get through with the starting monsters, and the tutorial will kind of give you enough rewards to get through that. The game also gives you lots of rewards now as a new player to help your account progress early on. There used to definitely be some big walls along the way, so I'll be curious to see how quick and easy we can move past a lot of that. Alright, so we're getting through the stages here pretty good. So right off the bat, in terms of some good monsters to keep, as of the date of recording of this video, which is November 18th, 2019, the Red Dog, the Fire Hellhound, and the Wind Vagabond that we have here aren't very useful monsters as you progress throughout the game. You know, they're replaceable fairly early on. The water fairy, she will kind of hit a point where she's not doing too much for us, but she is definitely one you want to keep and work on at a later time because she gets very good later in the game. So she is not one that we want to. So yeah, it's explaining here that now you can tend to tap and hold to view the details of the monster. You can read its skills by holding on them. You can see what runes it has equipped. Hey Nat, how you doing, man? Yeah, just doing a bit of a new tutorial here for new users. So, gonna do some episodes on this, throw them up on YouTube, and hopefully people will find them very helpful. Something to do while the main account farms and break from the same old. Pass the knowledge on. Alright, so I think we've got one, maybe two stages left here. And then we're done. Alright, yeah, one more stage. So the boss stage. Let's see what we can do. Alright, and here he is, the big guy. No, maybe. Are we going to have to intervene here? No, we should be okay, I think. Maybe. Alright, so yeah, you can check the boss's skills. We're going to intervene, just do this manual just to be sure. There we go. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue at the start of this for the tutorial. I am kind of just speeding through it for this video, just for the sake of not having, 45 minutes of just sitting here reading dialogue. Alright, so we get a reward for clearing this first area. This is a one-time only reward. It's the Light Elven Ranger. Again, pretty mediocre unit, but early on, it's nice to have. Alright, so all this dialogue. We should be getting to close to the end of it. No, we're not spending any money. If you are looking to spend money in the game, there is some excellent value here. Excellent value. But at the same time, we're not doing that. It's not what this is about. But we do have a gift. Let's go check our inbox. There's our monster. Alright, the Light Elven Ranger, 3-star monster. And we'll go through some more dialogue, just progress the storyline along. Here we go. Alright, now we've got access to the arena. Well, this is actually a really important part of the game. The arena is unlocked. I recommend, so you'll notice in the top right corner here is where you have your currency. So you got your energy, you've got this new item, Arena Wings, Mana Stones, and your crystals. It's just above the event icon there. So, the Arena Wings, you want to use these as much as possible. So rivals are a great way to do this. You get some Arena Glory tokens. You get 4, and you get 2 crystals if you win. So we look at his monsters here. They look, you know what? We should be able to beat that team, right? We're way stronger. Yes, Arcane Towers. If the game goes on long enough, the defense has a tower that will blast you and do a little bit of damage. So again, we're just going to auto because just looking at the levels of the monsters involved and the elemental advantage should be a pretty easy win for us. Alright, so these glory points that we just got 4 of, you want to get as many of those as possible. And we'll go over why in a moment, once we go through all this dialogue. So, in order to compete in the arena, you have to place a defense. Highly recommend we just place a weak defense. We want our defense to get beaten easily, keeps us at a low rank, and we fight other players who are doing similar things and probably not super strong either. We just want to farm points. Pushing anything high at this point is going to be basically unattainable. So again, we'll go check our challenges, collect what we've earned so far as rewards, and make sure that anything that's new gets unlocked. Gain levels where we can. Alright, now we got to level up, so we're going to collect another 30 crystals here. Right on. Hold on to these crystals. Alright, let's keep going through here. So, build an arcane tower to strengthen defense. Well, we'll do it because we have, because it's part of the tutorial and we have to do it. So, this is where you spend your glory tokens, your winnings from the arena. There's a couple of things in here that you're looking to spend glory points on. The scrolls will be tempting, but they don't offer anything but a lottery gambling chance at maybe getting something good. The odds are not in your favor. What we're looking at here is the Devilmon. You get 1 per week. Okay, this is priority number 1, is to try to get that 180 points every week, get that Devilmon, put it in the storage. Don't use it unless you have a Nat 5 monster. We'll go over that shortly. The other things we're saving for is to see a bunch of these towers here. Specifically, we're looking at the Fallen Ancient Keeper. We're looking at the Sky Tribe Totem, the Crystal Altar, and the Ancient Sword. After time, we'll look at the Sanctuaries here, as well as the Guardstone. Of course, the Mysterious Plant is also very good. And so is, I believe it is the Sanctum of Energy. So, what we're doing, the Sanctum of Energy, we want to buy that upgraded as soon as we can, because it actually increases how much energy we can hold. And in total, it'll increase your total energy by 10 once max level. The Mysterious Plant, if you're going to be on the game a lot throughout the day, this is a very worthwhile investment. If you're not going to be on the game a lot throughout the day, it's less so. It just speeds up the rate at which your energy recharges. I think by like 45 seconds per energy or something like that. So, like I say, if you're on there all day, it definitely adds up. Beyond that, like I said, we're looking at the Ancient Sword, the Crystal Altar, the Sky Tribe Totem, and the Fallen Ancient Keeper. These offer permanent stat increases to all of the monsters on your account in all areas of the game. The Sky Tribe Totem, the speed, I would argue, is very important, as well as the Ancient Sword for the attack percent. Once you get up to a point where you've spent, if this costs 1,000 to upgrade this, but it only costs 150 to upgrade this, and you can, with that 1,000 that you've saved up, maybe upgrade 2 or 3 towers, upgrade the 2 or 3 towers. It's going to give you more overall progression and value. But these towers need to be your focus. Once all these towers are maxed, and it takes a long time, do not expect this to happen in a month, 2 months, even 6 months. It takes a long time to upgrade these towers. Once these towers are upgraded though, then you can start buying the scrolls. Don't buy the scrolls before then. You're going to hurt your account's progression by doing so. Alright. I talked about Nat 5 monsters. Oh, it's going to make us do a tutorial here before we do this. So we're going to have to create a set. All right. So you notice that just up above where the runes are, it'll say HP plus 15%. That's the set bonus for equipping enough set effects. We've got the set effect there for the energy rune, and it takes 2 energy 2 set. So it takes 2 energy runes to create the set. You get the 15% bonus HP as a result. Okay, we'll go ahead and just equip more runes because that's what the game is all about. That's what they want us to do, and that's going to make us much stronger moving forward. And like I said, for now, this monster is the one that we want to focus on. Enchantress, I'm so glad you're taking notes. This is awesome. Thank you. Do appreciate it. All right. So I spoke about Nat 5s. So we can look in the monster collection box here. This is all the monsters in the game. And you'll see that there's purple stars. That's the awakened version that I alluded to earlier. So if we, for example, look at our water fairy here, we can see, if we tap on her icon there, we can see the awakened version of her. I'm still not too sure why the star level increases in this collection screen. If you awaken a monster, it doesn't gain a star. That's through the evolution process, which we'll get to when the tutorial kind of brings us there. So that's what an awakening is. So you'll notice she's a 3-star monster, right? She's what we would call a Nat 3. There's Nat 1s, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you can evolve up to a maximum of 6 stars. So 6 stars is the highest that you can get. So those Devilmons that I was talking about in the Glory Shop, we save those for Nat 5 monsters. What they do is they increase skill ups. So if we look here on this Water Pioneer, his Wish of Immortality has additional levels to it underneath. So you have to skill him up. The way to skill a monster up is by feeding a monster of the same type. So we could feed another Pioneer to this guy, and it would give him 1 random skill up to any one of his skills. Or you feed a Devilmon, it does the same thing. Then these Nat 5s are extremely rare. They're approximately, on average, a 1 in 200 scroll chance at getting one, are the odds. So to feed a secondary one just for a random skill up is very inefficient and very, very unlikely to happen. There's also better uses for the duplicate monsters. So that's just a little blurb about monsters and rarity and Devilmons. So if you get a Devilmon and you don't have one of those Nat 5 monsters, save it. There will be a shortage of them for your account eventually. Store them while you can. You'll thank me later. All right. So we get different runes from different places. Yes, very good. Thank you. We also have an event flashing over here. So this is just where your events in-game are going. Any active event that's kind of going on in the game, any large update or news notes will be listed here as well. So there's 2 events currently going on in the game. Depending when you're watching this video, you will most likely see different events here. But we're still going to go in, have a look at what is here right now, and see if we can claim anything. So we've collected 2 silver coins, so we can spend coins for energy or mana. I'm going to spend them on energy. It is my recommendation because you can use energy to farm in scenarios. Scenarios is going to help give you mana. Plus, it's going to give you experience and chance for drops. More value is in the energy. Hey, Bad Nat 5s, what's going on, man? How are you doing today? So that is that event. There's also another event going on right now, and this is a really exciting event. It actually just started last night. And this is to summon a default 4-star monster. So every day you can collect up to a maximum of 500 points, and then you can choose to summon a monster from fire, water, or wind. It'll summon a random 4-star monster out of that element. And then, well, it doesn't summon it to your account. It generates it here. As the time goes on, you can, if you get the one you want, you can acquire it. So you'll highlight it in the grid. You'll hit the acquire button, but you can only do this once. So make sure you're waiting for the monster that you want. We will likely be targeting a Wind Joker. When it's awakened, it's known as Illusion, and it is a very strong 4-star monster. And to get it early game would be a huge step in the right direction. So if we don't get one sooner just through random luck, we're going to go for Illusion here. Other notable mentions would be a Galleon. It is a very strong 4-star monster. He is a water pirate captain. We're also... There's a lot of fusion monsters out now, so the Vertiheel, the Fire Vampire, which normally would be a very good early game pick as well. You can actually get through fusion, so there might be better choices to get here. A Skogul could be very good as well, which is a Wind Giant Warrior. Okay, so that's all we've got there for now. We'll come back to that in a bit. Ice Beast runs for the Monk skills. Yes, now is a good time to be doing those. I'm going to go for Chasun from the event. That's also a very good choice. Chasun is an excellent early game healer. She is the Wind Sky Dancer. Now, the one thing I didn't show you guys, and you may notice this in the event, we'll go over this quick while we're here before I forget, is down here. So every day you gain points. They accumulate in total for this part of the event. As you hit those milestones listed here, you can collect the rewards once each. So there's this item here for 2,000 points and for 4,000 points. 20 and 30, they're called Ancient Coins. And you can spend those in the Ancient Coin Shop, which I will show you here. This is the Ancient Coin Shop here. As you can see, we don't have any because the only way to get these coins is through events. There's no other way to get these. So there's a couple monster pieces in here for very strong monsters that we can go after. Fran, the Light Fairy Queen, would be my first recommendation. This is probably the first monster you want to go through here, and you want to push for her as early as possible. So make sure you're doing your events to get your pieces. It takes 100 coins to summon her. And she is an extremely strong monster at any point in the game. Bad Nat Fives, I would love to add you, sir. So, by all means, folks, if you can, add friends as quickly as you can. Also, getting in a guild is... As early as you can is really good. You just want to get in a low-level farming guild. And it can really help your progression early on. Alright, let's hope I got your name right there, sir. Alright. There's also a mentor-mentee thing here. So where we can add a mentor. Now, I don't know, I wish you could kind of pick one here, but you can pick people to add, which I think is absolutely fantastic. You can send them a friend request. I will say this from the perspective of an endgame player. I have mentees on my main account. When they send me a friend request, that's awesome. If I can, I will make room for them. If I can't, I won't make room for them. And if they spam me multiple times, repeat spamming your friend requests, they get removed from Mentor. So don't do it. Just don't spam. Ask once. If you get through, great. If they say no, that's it. Leave it. You got them as a mentee at least. Carry on. Yeah, as Nat here mentions in chat, some of these reps are not very good. So you'll notice the one monster I added earlier, her name's Alicia. She is strong AoE water skills. This guy here, he is a very strong AoE water skills, so we're going to add them. Okay. We'll add 2 of those because they can. The reason we're adding these is they can clear stages in the campaign for experience and leveling up your monsters very quick and easy. So we're going to go after it. This monster here is called Beth. She is also a very strong AoE farmer. So we're going to add these monsters. I don't know why on earth that keeps happening. Starting to drive me nuts. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we've got our 5 mentees now. We will use them shortly. Like I say, you can use them once a day, just like a friend. And if they're friends, you can actually use them once as a mentee, once as a friend. So you can technically use their rep twice. All right, so that part is done. You can also send gifts. This will be part of the daily challenge, is to send a few of these gifts every day. So, anyway, let's carry on. We did the arena. Like I say, you can come in here, you can battle low-level players. We're going to go fight a little bit more, get a little bit stronger before we spend any time there, as our main progression is going to happen here now. So, when you come to a new stage for the first time, here you will see the reward that we get for clearing the stage is the Magic Knight, the 4-star Magic Knight. You may have noticed that some people in that mentee list had this monster as their rep. She is actually a very strong farmer, and she is going to be our primary focus unless RNG luck summoning blesses us with something even better. She is going to be what we're focusing our building on for the foreseeable future. So let's get in here. We should be able to clear these stages on our own without friends' help for now. But we will use our friends to clear some strong stages later on in the game before we end for the evening. Just so that they're available again tomorrow, and we take as much advantage of that as possible. Well, they're a little bit slower now, but that's quite all right. Oh, look at that. Additional turn. Right on. Maybe he's not so bad after all. I didn't know he could do that. All right, so the runes we're getting here are actually strong attack runes. So we'll probably want to keep an eye out for any of these that we get as decent ones and put them on something as soon as we can. Ideally, maybe that 4-star Magic Knight will be where we go to put our first set. But I do believe within the next couple of scenario clears that we get a nice farming rune set to start off with. So. Alright. Making good progress. So, while we're farming chat here, what we can do is go into our chat. So you can change chat channels here. There's people in chat channels all over the place. They are everywhere. So you can go into these channels and you can just ask. Be polite, don't spam, ask once, say anything, make it yours. New player looking for friends/reps. And because I'm lazy, I'm going to select all and copy it. We're going to paste it down there. And we're going to leave it at that. We're not going to... Now you can go into a different channel. There'll be different people there and you can ask there again. Did I do a replay on that? I meant to do next stage. Whoops. I know what I'm doing, I swear. It will eventually get to a point where in the game there's really one or two areas that you focus on. You play them over and over and over again to farm experience. And that's what the kind of the rep mentee monster friend monsters are for, is to help you farm those high level places really fast. So you just replay the same stage over and over and over again. Now, the reason we do that is for two. We can either fight a stage harder than what we normally could do ourselves, so it can help us with progression, as well as a friend monster doesn't absorb any experience points from clearing the scenario or killing the monsters. Only your monsters take that experience. So if you clear a stage and 400 experience is the reward, it'll be split evenly amongst your 4 monsters, right? Like right now, each monster would get 100 experience, right? If I replace one of my monsters with a friend's monster, now I'm getting, what's that, 133 experience per monster instead of 100, because the friend's monster doesn't use any up. So you actually get a little bit of extra experience yourself. Obviously, you get more than 100, it exponentially grows. So that is the reason why we're using friends monsters and why they are so valuable to have. We'll put a few out there, see if we get any bites. It's not a huge deal right now. As we progress, we will want more friends. So as you can see, we're getting lots of unknown scrolls. You will acquire quite a few in your journey. Unknown scrolls will drop 1 and 2 star monsters quite regularly, 3-star monsters with a smaller chance. Mystical scrolls are kind of the more common summoning scroll that you will use on a regular basis. They'll summon 3-star monsters guaranteed, and you have a small chance at a 4-star monster and an even smaller chance at a 5-star monster of the wind, water, fire elements. There's light and dark scrolls. They will summon light and dark monsters only. Again, 3-star monster guaranteed, 4-star with a small chance, 5-star with an even smaller chance. There's legendary scrolls. Legendary scrolls will summon a 4-star monster guaranteed and a 5-star with still a smaller chance, but higher than a mystical scroll chance. Again, for the water, wind, and fire elements. And naturally, those last two, the legendary and light and dark scrolls, are pretty rare and pretty premium. Yeah, the LD scrolls, like you may have noticed in some of the shops, there's LD pieces that you can buy. It takes 50 pieces to equate to 1 scroll summon. If you're gonna do that, expecting to get a 4-star or a 5-star monster, you need to be really lucky to have that come true. On average, it takes, I think, 287 light and dark summons to get a nat 5. So odds are not in your favor. And again, that is the law of averages. You could easily do 500 scrolls and not see one. So don't gamble on that early on with your resources. The value and the reward is just not there. All right, so we're on to the final stage here. We should be able to clear this somewhat easily, and then we will get a new monster. And our first monster that we will likely replace is going to be that Wind Vagabond. There are a lot of good 3-star monsters for the regular elements as well as light and dark. A lot of very good ones. Some of the best monsters in the game are 3 and 4-star monsters that are considerably easier to acquire or come by than their 5-star counterparts. So do not underestimate the value of them. I will say this now, and I will likely repeat it throughout this series. When it comes to light and dark monsters, always keep at least one of them in the storage building. We haven't bought the storage building yet. It is available in the shop. We can look at it here shortly. Always keep at least one. For the regular elements, 4-star monsters and above, always keep at least one. Reason being is there is often balance updates in this game to update monster skills and abilities and stats to make them better or worse. And coming from personal experience, there's nothing worse than to see a monster that get a big buff and become a really good, strong monster, and 2 years ago you fed it to something. And really all that did is save you maybe a day of in-game playing. It's not worth it. Keep at least one. Learn from everybody else's mistakes. All right, let's burn through some more dialogue here. There is quite a bit of it. All right, so we got a few things. So from completing that mission, we got these summons. So you get a mystical scroll summon, and I believe they're available every 7 to 8 hours. So what do we get here? We get a Wind Living Armor. He awakens into a monster called Copper. Very good monster. Very good. Very easy to rune early on. Highly recommend to keep. So we will be keeping him. So these are the mystical scrolls that I was talking about. This is basically what we just summoned as part of that event. You may see here that you can do a mystic summon for 75 crystals. Don't do this. It is not worth 75 crystals. Not even close. Save your scrolls. Unknown scrolls, summon them away. Most of what you get from these is going to be food to power up other monsters. The only time I recommend not doing this, and we're going to hold off right now for this exact reason, is it can be a fairly mana intensive process to summon and then feed monsters. We only have just under 23,000 mana right now, so we're going to save that because we'll be using that to progress the count in probably more efficient ways. So again, let's go look at our challenges that we've got here. A little bit more mana and experience. The experience you get from these challenges is useless once you kind of hit your max account level at level 50. The experience is for your account level, not for your monsters. It would be quite negligible if it was for your monsters. Our next reward here is level 10. Okay. Daily missions. We still got a few things to wait on here. Okay. What do we got over here? Maybe we got a gold coin from here. Yes, we got our gold coin. Okay. So, what do we want first? What's the most valuable thing on here to us right now? So, we'll collect this 100 energy and 100,000 mana. In all honesty, if you've got the time for the event, do it. You can get everything, right? We've got 5 days. You can get 1 coin a day. So we've got 5. We got a total of basically 6 gold coins if we count the one that we've got right now that we can get here. So we can get, I would recommend the crystals because they are probably going to be the most valuable thing for us so early in the game. So we're going to go with crystals first. Summoning stones can be very good. Summoning stones, mystic scrolls are also good. And then there's the LD pieces. The LD pieces would be nice. Don't get me. Every part of me wants to get that because I want to gamble. I want to see if we can get that LD Nat 5, but it is not the smartest decision for progressing the account. So we're going to go with the crystals because we can turn crystals into energy and just keep on burning. So we'll come in here. You'll notice there's a timeline on everything. So make sure you collect it before it expires. You know, I will not collect my energy if I know I'm going to be on the game again to use it. I won't collect it to go above whatever my cap is, and our cap currently is 36. That will go up as we level or if we buy that building. And you can see here how quickly it recharges. So it looks like actually at max level that recharge is increased by a good minute and a half almost. So for that reason, I'm not going to collect energy right now, but we'll collect it as we go, right? Okay, so we've got our Magic Knight. Ooh, Duran sent us this guy too. I forgot that we got him. Teon. He is a very good monster as well. So, what we can do here, we'll just burn through all that stuff real quick. So, what we're going to do is you can do something, you can lock monsters in this game. Right? So you'll notice she's already locked. She's not locked yet, but we're going to lock her. So locking just prevents you from feeding them by accident and deleting them, you know. You can also set your rep monster. So we're going to set this one as our rep, because as we progress, that's going to be our main focus. This one, I don't really care to have it locked, to be honest. We're going to lock this one, good, and this one. So it looks like, well, at least the monsters that are gifted to you come already locked. The ones you get summoned do not. So if they're gifts, they're locked already. That's good to know. Some people do Feyman resets for LD Lightning. Yes, they definitely do. Especially if they're looking to sell accounts. Some people get really lucky. You never know. That's not what we're doing with this account, though. That's not the goal. We're going to be continuing this account right through GB10, probably into DB10, TOA 100. And we'll see kind of where the series goes from there, if we have much interest in it or not. But that's the plan for this account right now. So we got this monster. We've got some runes here. Let's put some runes on. So you notice attack plus 35% is the set bonus here, right? And it takes 4. It's a 4 set. So we need to put 4 different slots on. Turns out we only have 4 sets. So we're going to put all of those on right now. We'll pick the best one. We're going to go with speed here just to make her a little bit faster. Okay. And there we go. So now she gets an extra 35% attack, which these individual runes, they don't offer us a whole lot. But that 35% attack is worth quite a bit on these stats. So the green plus stats we see, those are the bonuses that we get from runes. Now we can also look at energy. Do we have... Yeah, it's... We'll wait. There's other runes I want to put on here instead of that. For the sake of doing a daily challenge, we want to power this up to +3. Powering up 1 to 3 is guaranteed. You can go up to a maximum of +15. As you go up from 4 through 15, your chances to successfully power it up decrease over time. Now you may have noticed here that by powering up the rune 3 to +3, it turned green and gained an extra stat. So every 3 levels, it'll go up a rarity, and it will gain an additional stat. So it starts out as normal, which is the white. Then it goes magic, which is green. Rare is blue. That is the next one at +6. At +9, we get hero, which is purple. And at +12, we get orange, which is legend. At +15, you get a massive boost to your main stat. Runes can also drop at those varying rarities, and they will already have stats on them. So as you power them up, it has a random chance to increase the value of one of those substats. We'll get into that more as the series goes on. And that is where the true value and power of this game comes into play. So this should complete a daily challenge for us. Very good. Get a bunch of mana. And looks like we did another one of these too by equipping the full Fatal set. Very good. All right. So what else do we need to do? We need to power up a monster 2 more times. We got to fight with friends. We got to send more social points. Did we get any new friends from our spamming? We got 1. Lights Out 45. Thank you for the friend. We do appreciate it. Let's do a couple more summons here, and then we can power up our monsters. So again, it talks about Silver Star monsters not being able to be awakened, and primarily we get level 1s from that resource. So we're going to start by powering up our Magic Knight here. So when you get lightning like that, lightning is a random effect chance. It actually gives you a small boost to the amount of experience you gain. So we got 1.5 times the normal from that lightning. It's always 1.5. It's not random. Just the opportunity for it is random. So again, a few extra levels there just to give her a little bit of a boost. Because she's a Nat 4 monster versus, say, a Nat 3 monster, her base stats are quite a bit higher. So where she starts, she's a lot stronger. All right, so again, we'll come in here, collect some quick mana and XP. Oh, we leveled up again. Very good. And this one here as well. Perfect. All right. So we are now... No, we are still not buying things. They will suggest... Ooh, look at all the stuff down here. Okay, let's just burn through a few of these tutorial items real quick. Yes, we do want to get the magic shop. So where are we looking here? So Arcane Tower, we were supposed to buy this. We'll buy it. We'll place it. Anywhere is fine. You can put them anywhere you want. Island art and all that is a pretty big thing in this game as you progress. The magic shop we want to buy. This is important to have as it refreshes every hour. You can force it to reset with crystals. If you have a surplus of crystals or you spend money on the game and have lots of crystals, by all means do that. Until that point, we come in here, we can see what they've got. Sometimes there's some very good things in here. I do recommend unlocking these as we go, as they can have, like I say, some very valuable items in there. So we're going to spend our first few crystals unlocking this. Let's see, there's not too much there. So we'll do that one last. We're almost to the maximum there. So that is very worthwhile having. Make sure you come back over on the left here and get your rewards for doing this. So much dialogue here. Holy doodle. Alright, so we've got a new challenger in the arena now. We'll go in and beat this rival real quick. So again, we're going to drop this guy out and bring her in. We're going to put her on the lead because she increases the attack power of the whole team by an additional 25%, which is pretty decent. And then, does this guy? Yeah, so he has skills. So he has a revive, or he can revive a dead ally. He also has a boost, so he fills an attack bar and gives him an attack power buff. It's a pretty strong ability, and we want to get that leveled up because that's going to be a valuable asset early on. The copper, we'll bring him on board for leveling in place of the light elven archer here. Very good. Fermenting carboys. What's fermenting carboys? Alright. So we're going to purify this one. So if you can see a little bit of what we do. So this is, she's got strong AoE attacks. And this is what makes her such a good farmer and why she is so many people's rep monsters. Because everything she does is a bit of an AoE. So as she gets stronger and stronger runes, and we level her up and eventually awaken her, she will kill whole waves, whole teams of enemies very quickly. which is a level of efficiency for helping level up other monsters to make things stronger. Oh, right on. Oh, got some home brew going. All right, so now looks like we can get our Temple of Wishes as well. So we're going to buy the Temple of Wishes here. And there's going to be a lot of other buildings that become available as we progress. Okay, so the Temple of Wishes gives you 1 free wish every day. So when there's a wish available, you'll see those little double wings there. So we go into wishes. Now, if you're really curious, and this is also available in the summon circle to give you the probabilities of scrolls, is down in the bottom left, you'll see a little rate. And you can click on that and you'll see. So all the different rewards you can get here and what their chances are of getting them. So it is not a even opportunity to land on any of the squares. You are most likely to get 10,000 mana stones, then maybe 15 energy, then one of the low tier crystals, and so on and so forth. So in this case, it'd be 15 crystals. So you tap on the wish. Looks like we can get 2 wishes. So you get a bonus wish. Sometimes events will give you a bonus wish, up to 4 bonus wishes, so a total of 5 wishes. Okay, we got 15 crystals there. That's really nice, really helpful. We can actually get the last tier in our shop for that, or with that. Let's see what we get for the second one. 5 arena wings. Okay. So we'll see if we can use those arena wings here in a little bit. But for right now, we're going to go over to our shop here. If it'll let us, there we go. And we're going to buy the last tier of our shop. So we actually got a 3-star rune there. So runes can get up to a 6-star maximum, similar as your monsters can go up to a 6-star maximum. However, you cannot upgrade the level or the stars of your runes. They are what they are. You can upgrade their rarity by powering them up. Obviously, the more stars they have, the stronger and higher their stats typically are. All the stats, the substats anyway, have a range at which they can roll. That range scales up as your rarity scales up, and as your stars scale up. So in the shop right now, there's not too much worth buying for us. Nothing of value or of use here. So we're going to let it sit. You can see the time remaining is 54 minutes. It'll refresh on its own. And we'll come back to it once it does. So we'll come in here, collect our rewards. Ooh, we got an achievement too. Probably from buying buildings. Oh, no, expanding the mana slots. So there we go, another 10 crystals. So achievements are something that you work on for a very long time over the course of the game. You're not going to reach max tier on there anytime soon. It takes quite a while, so don't be in a rush to do that. All right, where are we at here? Reach. Power up +3 with a rune. Thought we did that. So we'll come back to that shortly then. You know what? Let's do power up +3 on this rune, and you'll see what happens. So this rune, remember, it dropped as a green, as a magic rune already. So when we power it up to +3, the substat that already came on it actually increases. So now this just got a fair bit stronger. There we go. So now we've done this. New challenge has been added. Very good. All right. So now we have to go to the Kabir Ruins. Was there anything else in here we needed? No, we just got energy there. All right. We're looking good. So we're going to go into this next new area. And what do we get? So, as you can see here, we get 3-star energy runes for clearing the 7th stage here. We get a full set of them by the looks of it. Six runes, 1 for each slot. And they're 3-star, so they'll be some of the strongest runes that we've come across yet on the account. And they'll be good supplements to what we have running currently. I did not update my team. Well, we'll do that in the next run here. What kind of beer are you brewing? Bad Nats? Honey and mead. Nice. Right on. Have you been doing that for quite a while now? Ooh, 18%. It's pretty potent. It's a glass of beer that'll knock you out, that's for sure. Don't respect it. Alright, so we get Blade Runes now, which Blade Runes, as you see here, is a 2 set and offers you an additional 12% crit rate, which is actually really handy as we progress. So we're going to go to the next stage, but now we're going to change up. So we don't want a few of these guys. We want this one here, because this is going to be our main monster for farming moving forward, and he's going to be a strong support monster. We'll come back to those other monsters later in time. They are of no use to us right now, but they will become food to help power up our current monsters when we get there. But now with all this additional attack power from our leader skill and from our 4-star monster, we should be able to clear these waves pretty safely. All right. Okay, we're going to keep these. We'll throw them on things. Maybe we'll go through and put runes on some of these other monsters just to help speed things up after this battle. Or after we clear these stages, sorry. Right now, like the 1% HP that offers is not part of our concern. Or it doesn't offer much value, right? When we're talking about, 1,000 or 3,000 hit points on a monster, 1% doesn't offer a whole ton of extra hit points. It's not game breaking at this point, so I'd rather just keep pushing the content. The more we have to stop and go back to the main menu and deal with runes and whatnot, the less time we have to farm and level up our stuff. So even just the auto team now is going pretty quick. So from what I can tell, we're averaging a good 15 to 20 seconds faster since we've added the 4-star Water Magic Knight to our team here. And she's fighting wind monsters primarily right now, where she has actually an elemental disadvantage. So you can see that she's getting glancing hits on a lot of these monsters. That's part of what having an elemental disadvantage does, is it increases your chance to land a glancing hit, decreases your chance to land a critical hit. Glancing hits, you won't land status effects on enemies when you land a glancing hit. And as well, you can't get a critical strike. So there is a disadvantage to fighting opposite element monsters, but as you can see, it is not exactly game breaking. It's not the end of the world. We can still succeed, and fairly easily, just by simply being stronger. We have better runes, we got better higher level, better stats, so we can still combat those monsters pretty easily. What? Okay. Apparently Calm to Us has teased the new Second Awakening monsters. Alright, we haven't covered Second Awakenings yet in this video, in this series. We are going to get to that. Not... Ooh, that could be a good upgrade for us. I just got a notification. Jubagel just put up a video live on YouTube. It's just a quick... Oh, actually, I think this video's been up for a bit. I just got the notification about it, though. It's been up for a few hours by the looks of it. Interesting. I've been saving every 3-star monster on my main account that I've summoned, just in case. Ooh, look at that. Taking on a couple twins. Alright, so let's do this here. It's always best to try and focus one monster down and make your life a little bit easier. We're going to focus this one because he's a little bit stronger. There we go. And we should be okay now. We got the stun, and that's that. Very good. Alright. So that should give us now a new rune set reward for clearing this scenario. Very good. Alright, there we got a bunch more dialogue to burn through here. I'll get through this. Okay. Anything new over here? Does not look like it. Let's pop in here. Alright, so we're seeing dialogue here because now we've unlocked a whole new category of challenges. Monster Training 101. So, if memory serves me correctly, because I went on my main account and did all these long after maxing my level out when they launched it. Alright, so reach level 15 with an attack type monster. That is our first goal, and when we do that, we get 30 energy, and then we can go and do the next stages. We can't really get too much info about those stages until we work our way there, but we'll get there. So, level 15 with an attack type monster. So you may notice here with our Magic Knight, underneath the red experience bar, you'll see in light lettering, attack. That is the type of monster. The fairy is support, he's attack, support, defense, attack, HP, so on and so forth. So we need to get up to level 15 with an attack type monster. Now we're going to get there with her naturally. Eventually we're going to get there with him too, because we'll use him as, well, we'll put him in storage actually, because he's a light 3-star monster, and like I said, always keep at least one of those around. So for this, she's probably going to be the first one to actually get to level 15. I'm not going to waste the resources on trying to get this guy to level 15 right now. Now, what do we got for blade runes here? So we're going to put these blade runes on just simply because, boom, extra 12% crit rate right there. So we've actually gone up. Now the bottom 4 stats on this character sheet, you'll notice they don't have any plus green next to them. They never do. They just give you the total value from all your runes combined onto the base value of those stats. So currently we're at 28% chance to crit. Not bad. Not bad for a level 8 monster, and we're not even a level 10 account yet. So pretty happy with where that's at. Okay. Now we also would have gotten from that are runes. So let's go see what runes we got here. Okay. So we got some decent substats on these runes. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and put some onto... we're going to put some of these onto this fairy. Now, I don't know if we still... So the speed will be good. Yeah, we're just going to destroy the previous runes. Typically, it costs mana to remove runes. Currently, we have free rune removal because of that special new player thing. I recommend you do that. You may as well sell them, if nothing else. You know what? It's only a bit of mana, but it's better than no mana, right? So we're going to do that. This monster benefits from both hit points and from attack. So her skills, unless a skill says otherwise, the more attack you have, the more damage it will do. Some of them will say it does damage based off HP, based off defense. Some will say their attacks scale with speed, so they increase in power from both attack power and from speed. This one here, as you can see, the recovery amount is proportionate to the attack power, but she's also a support monster, so we want her to have some HP as well, so she can take a couple hits and still be there to, heal the team and do her supporting. So looking for HP percent as well as attack on her is important. So we'll just upgrade these runes for now onto her. And that should, between her and the other water monster we've got, actually increase their ability by quite a bit. So we could even power these up. Just take them all to +3 just to get that extra little bit of stats out of their base. And power up that substat a little bit. Because it's guaranteed, we know we're not actually losing any mana by doing this. We can go and sell these just to get a little bit of mana back. And that's not really a big deal there. So there is quite a bit to learn about this game when it comes to runes. I don't want to go too in-depth this early on and have it be overwhelming. For now, we're gonna we can look at monster skills to see what kind of stats that monster might be looking for, and it's simply going to be a matter of the more stats, the better. As this series progresses, we'll get a lot more into the runes, what rune properties are available, and just talking about how to overall rune a monster effectively. Alright, so now that we've done this, we'll go and have a quick look at her character sheet and notice that she is actually pretty strong now. She's got over 5,000 total hit points, 200 attack, a little bit of speed. Our Magic Knight here has a lot more attack, but it's certainly a lot squishier, right? She's going to be a lot easier for the enemy to kill. But, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Right now, I'm not too worried about it, because we're going to get a lot more rewards as we continue to progress here. So let's get right back to it. Ooh, Kairos Dungeons are now unlocked. Okay. So as I stated right at the start of this video and of this series, episode 1, our first goal is to get to Giants B10, which is all the way down here. You can see they're level 65 monsters in there. The highest level monsters we can get in the game is level 40. So obviously that's going to take some strategy, some team building, some good runes and everything to be able to get to that level. For now, B1 is where you start. You unlock the next level by beating the previous one. Dragons is also going to be something that we'll focus on after we get through Giants, though. Giants is the first focus. Hall of Magic and the Hall of Dark. The Hall of Dark will rotate. Tomorrow will be a Hall of a different element, and they just kind of rotate weekly through the elements. These two dungeons offer drops that help you to awaken monsters. Obviously, the element of your monster compared to the element of the hall there. So those are new. But we're going to continue on in the story with Mount White Dragon. So we get 100,000 mana stones and a mystical scroll for clearing this stage. Let's get right to it. We should be doing pretty good damage now. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Maybe I should put runes on the Light Elven Knight for now. So we have a fourth useful monster there. So some things you might see in chat here that so-and-so just got Druid 5-star. So that's a Nat 5 monster like I was talking about before. When you're lucky enough to summon one, it will announce it in whatever chat channel you are. As well as if you have a guild, it'll announce it in your guild. Current events are often noted up at the top here. Fusions, we'll get into fusions more. So you'll notice this is a named monster and it came awakened as a 5-star. That is actually the rarest summon in the game, technically, is to pull an awakened monster. So Hua is actually a Rakshasa, I believe is her name. She's a natural 4-star monster when she drops. Sometimes when you summon, you'll get an extra rare monster that actually comes 1 star grade higher and already awakened. It doesn't take away from your Nat 5 chance, so it was never going to be a Nat 5. It was just an extra lucky Nat 4. All right. What are we getting from these guys? Swift runes. Okay, Swift. We're gonna... Again, we'll hold on to those for now. We can always sell them later. But they might be worth going on a monster. So a Swift rune. It's a 4-set rune. And it gives you, I believe, 25% increased attack speed. Now, one thing I will note about runes right now is any percentage-based increase, attack percent, speed percent, HP percent, defense percent, I think that's all the main stats, are based off of your monster's base hit points. They do not scale off one another. So if your monster has 1,000 base hit HP, and you have a rune with plus 10% HP on it, that monster is now going to have 1,100 HP. Okay, it'll add plus 100 HP to that monster. If you have a second rune with plus 10% on it, that will add an additional 100 HP, so you'd have a total of 1,200 HP. Yeah, just important tidbit of information. Also, bugging on Boost and Bad Nat 5s. Thank you for the follows. I'm sorry I missed you guys. I've been so focused on my dialogue here that I missed the notifications there. But thank you guys very much for the follows. Do appreciate it. We're actually just 3 followers away from hitting that goal of 50 to get affiliates. So getting pretty darn close. If anybody there has not hit the follow button already and is enjoying the content, please do that. Support the channel, hit that follow button. And we'll be continuing this series on. I might do this series every Monday. And like I say, we'll be splitting it up and uploading it to YouTube as well. Which reminds me, I need to link my YouTube on my Twitch page as well. I will do that right after this stream. All right, we are getting close. I think I sold that rune. That's quite okay. Probably wasn't going to be of any use to us at any point. Anyway, it's going to be the hardest part for me doing this series is differentiating what my standards for what I would keep from farming versus what I would sell between this account and my main. Two completely different pages. They really can't be compared in that respect. Alright, so we should be getting fairly close to the end of Mount White Dragon here. And as you can see, we still haven't had to use any friend reps. We haven't done anything special other than, equip the runes that we've gotten as drops, use the monsters that we've gotten as rewards, use the runes that we've gotten as rewards. Everything right now is just, and we're just autoing. We're not even manualing. So we will get there. We will get there very soon. We're going to start to kind of hit a little bit of a wall where we're going to have to spend some time leveling up our monsters. Maybe have to, repeat some stages a couple times just to get a little bit of experience, level up monsters before we can push on to the next stage. Once we kind of hit that wall, we'll start using friend reps to help push us through. Alright, I'm going to get the next one started here, and then I'm going to go and refill my water glass, because I'm getting a tad bit parched here. It'll only be a moment while I do that. But this next stage, I believe, should be, yep. So one way to kind of tell it's the final stage in the area is the energy cost to enter the stage will actually go up by 1. So instead of 3, now it's 4. We're actually almost at a point where maybe we should be using our copper as well. We'll see what kind of runes start dropping here. He's a defense scaling monster. His attacks actually do damage based on the amount of defense that he has. So currently he's not much use to us until we can get runes on him. Maybe even awaken him. Awakening will happen later in the series. But for now, we're going to do that, and I will be back in but a moment with some water. He's come back, roll into my lights, knock everything all over the place, ruin the whole setup here. There we go. All right, we're at the boss. Very good. So I am going to actually manual this one because if memory serves me correctly, yep, as you can see, he hits hard. We're going to do this, absorb some attack bars. Ooh, it puts it attack down on everything. We might actually need a bit of support to get through this. Ooh, that stun really hurt. Can we? Nope. All right, so there we have it. We're gonna try and take. Okay, we got. Oh, that freeze hurt. Okay. All right, there we go, folks. As I said, we would probably be hitting a wall fairly soon. The 10 crystals to revive is not worth it. It's 4 energy. We'll just do it again. Not a big deal. Let's go engrave runes. Sure. Let's see what you got here. So maybe on this guy here, we can put some runes on him. Actually, before we do that, let's see what we got for Swift. Well, we only got 2 Swifts. Okay. Got a full set of blades, but nothing overly strong there. We got the 1 fatal. Okay. So we've got a couple monsters in here with no runes. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Exactly, Bad Nat 5s. It is rep time. Let's go bust out a rep. So we're going to drop one of our monsters. We're going to drop this guy because we're not too concerned about leveling him right now. And we're going to use one of our... I don't actually have any of my friend reps up here currently. I only got my mentees, or mentors rather. Yeah, I'll have to reload the game. This is a pretty... I'm going to have a quick look at the runes here just to see. We're probably just going to need to use whatever is our weakest rep, to be quite honest. Most of these are looking pretty strong, pretty quick. Might be a little bit of overkill. We don't need that much support for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick reload of the game here. And we're going to get some friend reps. Oh, what's this? No, I don't want to do that right now. What do we got here? Ooh, we hit level 15. Very good. Give me my 30 energy. Thank you very much. All right, what do we got to do here? Okay, we got to equip the Fatal Rune set, and then we've got to equip the Blade Rune set. Well, that we can do fairly quick and easy. Oh, new island? Sure, we'll spend $5,000 to do a new island. Skip that. So you can expand your island. So there's more room, so much more room for activities. Just to satisfy challenges and whatnot, right? All right, so I'm just gonna close this for a moment here. We're gonna quickly reload the game. And then we'll log back in. All right, so log back in here. Why did I let you do what, sir? All right. Oh, typical. We got all those pop-ups. This is going to show like it's fresh again. We still got 23 minutes on it, though, until it actually refreshes. Very good. So, do we have any other new friends? No, we don't have any more new ones. So, let's go back here. And we should have, there we go. So we'll bring Exterminator in here, Mr. Bad Nat 5s himself, with his Kamoon, which is probably gonna, well, he's gonna kill everything for us. There's elemental disadvantage here, and he's still gonna wipe the floor with everything, no problem. So we're just gonna hit auto, and he's gonna go to town. Look at that. He's so fast, he actually goes twice before anything else on the field goes. That is the power of good runes, folks. It was actually a nice looking Kamoon. Alright, I'll just skip this. Kill the Sigmaris. There he goes. Quick and easy. See, there's the power of friends. Alright. So from that, we get a treat. We get a lot of mana, and we get a Mystical Scroll. A Mystical Scroll is probably just going to be a 3-star monster. Let's be real. Probably just going to be a 3-star monster. But we're going to summon it. Once we get an opportunity to do so, we're going to cross our fingers, we're going to pray to RNGesus, and we're going to hope that we get something special. We'll see. It's always a chance. Always a chance. And then we'll go in and do a quick little bit of tinkering with our runes to make that happen. So we get our... Let's go collect those rewards. Let's see what we got. Good luck! We got lightning. 1 in 17 scrolls to get lightning. And Orochi. All right. Wind Ninja. Not a bad monster. Not amazing. Not one that we're going to put a lot of effort into early on or sink a lot of resources into. But hey, he may as well go on the team. He's definitely stronger than that light archer. So, you know, we really... yeah. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got 10 crystals as a reward for our review. Ha ha! We didn't even do anything. There you go, folks. You just learned it here and now. You get 10 crystals just by going in and backing right out. All right. Okay, summon a 4-star plus monster, 10,000 mana. Very good. So that was complete luck, right? We had a 1 in... It's a 1 in 12 chance to get a lightning, which is a 4 or 5-star monster from a Mystical Scroll there. Again, you can check the rates down in the bottom left here to see roughly what your chances are. So you have from Mystical Scrolls an 8% chance to get a monster of the rarity we just got. To get that specific monster, you got to factor in so much more math. But we had an 8% chance. So that's awesome. So we're going to keep him. Like I say, we always want to keep at least one of them anyway. So we're going to keep him. And he's a nice addition to the team for now. His base stats are really high. He's obviously quite a bit stronger than this guy. And he's only level 1 versus level 16. So this is good. This is very good. All right. So the other thing that we needed to do is, in case you guys didn't notice it, our next step was to equip a full 4-star set of Fatal Runes and a 2 set of Blade Runes. We already have that done, right? But the game doesn't see what you've already done. It only counts what you do. It's a what have you done for me lately kind of game. So being that right now we have the ability to remove for free, what we're going to do is remove one, add it back. That should complete that challenge. See? So we'll do the same with the Fatal Rune. Remove it. And then we'll go and we'll add it back. Okay? Quick fooling of the system. And now we've done these steps, so we can collect our mana and we can move on to the next step. I highly recommend you do these steps as early as you can in the game, because the rewards can really help you progress further and speed things up for you. So our next step, power up a Fatal Rune 3 times and power up a Blade Rune 3 times. And we get some very good rewards here for doing this next step. So we're going to go do those right away. And we'll collect this while we're at it. We're going to do free to play Bad Nat Fives. We're not going to be spending a dime on this account. This is fully free to play. Even on my main account, I have spent hardly any money on it over 4.5 years playing. So the desire to spend money in this game is not super high for me. That's not to say if I had a ton of money, I might do that. But, I got family and whatnot, other priorities, so. Very nice, very nice. What LD do you got? I'm assuming LD Nat 5. All right, that one's already +3. We'll have a quick look here. So we're going to power this one up +3 just because it's a 2-star, so a little bit higher value on that stat, plus the attack is just more damage, kill things faster. Self-explanatory there. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I have a free-to-play alt. And I don't have time to play it. It has a Jaeger, though. You know, like, I got 2 LD5s on my main. Neither one are super meta relevant, but the Jaeger is it's a tough pill to swallow at times, I'll tell you that much. I just don't have the time to play it. And the rune quality isn't there on that account at all. Alright, so we got 50 energy from doing that. And this time, we got 3 Angelmon, which is pretty amazing. Alright, so what do we got here? Acquire a 3-star energy rune. Assignment on rune farming. So we have to acquire 3-star or high or better energy runes twice in the scenario. I'm glad it says in the scenario. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, I should have done this before I collected that reward. But no, we actually have to get them as drops from the scenario. And in doing so, we get a mystical scroll. So we can go back and look at the feasibility of doing that. The mystical scroll will be nice right now. But really what we're after here is the next step in the challenge. So what do we got here? We've got... These are called Angelmon. So, Angelmon, I'm going to switch the view here. You can do this toggling in the top right, which view you want to look at. I am just more accustomed to this view. And we're going to go by grade. I like to sort by grade. And just highest star, highest level in that order. So here are Angelmon. You'll notice there's one of each element that we got as the reward. They are max level 15. All these are is food for increasing the experience or level of one of your monsters. You can have awakened and non-awakened. Awakened just gives a bigger boost to the amount of XP you get. And you get, again, a bigger boost by using it on a monster of the same element. You can use it on any monster regardless of element, but it is more effective when you match the elements. So what we're going to do for a couple quick power gains is we're going to put a blue one onto our Magic Knight here and increase her level by 6. So then you can see how much her stats are going up. Pretty solid upgrade for this stage of the game. Okay, now we can feed this guy because he is going to help us out a fair bit in doing damage at this stage, and I feel this is good value to give this to him here. If you don't have a monster to use it on, such as our fire one, that we don't have a good fire monster to use that on right now, we save it for when we do. Simple as that. Alright, so he gains a lot of stats just simply by leveling up there as well now. Let's check the shop to see. Now, this tower you can continue to power up with mana. I don't recommend you waste the mana on this at this time. There will get to a point in this game where you have more mana than you know what to do with. And you can easily upgrade this when you actually care about winning arena defenses. Right now, we actually want to lose arena defenses. And you're going to die so fast anyway that this will never get a chance to even move. So don't waste the mana on it now. So if we look through here, there's a whole lot of things. So monster storage, this is something we want to buy eventually. As we can store monsters there, as well as the enhancing monster storage. Eventually we will want to get that as well. We can't even do it till level 20 anyway. And that'll hold things like those Angelmon. All right, Bad Net Eyes. Have a good night, man. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting up here. Do appreciate it. Hope you have a great sleep and a good day at work tomorrow. We'll catch you next time. I will be back on Wednesday during the day. Times are going to flex a little bit because we've got some things to do on Wednesday as well. But we'll probably be on the main account Wednesday and doing some fun stuff on there. So have a good one, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we're going to call that for now on that for those buildings. And we're going to get right back to... Wow, this goes for 2 weeks, too. And you get 100% bonus. Oh, okay. Rune Power costs 50% off. Wow, I never realized how amazing it can be for a new starting player now. So we're going to come in and burn some of our arena wings quick, because there's going to be some low levels in here that we can definitely come in and do some damage to early on. So we want to come in, hit them, and try to get those glory points. So like I say, if we can get at least 180 every week, we're going to be in a very good position comes to Devilmon. So we'll use his third skill, which hits decently hard. And she should be able to do a lot of damage here. Yeah, does a lot of damage to the team. We're going to use his ability to boost her back up and increase her attack power. And that should be about it for that enemy team. Level 24, we're probably not going to beat. Okay, they've got pretty strong monsters. We're not going to be able to beat that. Same with level 21. Probably not going to be able to beat that. Level 7, we should be okay to go up against. So they outsped us a little bit there. That is fine. We're going to probably kill them pretty quick and easy here. So that water fairy, so that debuff we just put on the water fairy does 5% of the monster's max HP for each one of those when it first gains a turn. So if she didn't die there, she would have been dead when she got a turn. That skill absorbs attack bar by a little bit, and that'll hit hard on there. So as you can see, you get a little bit of experience from doing the arena. It's not very much. It's not very effective for leveling monsters. But, hey, every little bit helps. And at this stage, we will take it. Alright, so we'll try to kill that guy first, because he can revive. And we'll absorb attack bar. Boost up, and finish them off. Now, I'm not even going to bother. Level 50 is the highest account level you can go. They've put some time into this game. They've got runes. Even against this one monster, we're not going to win this battle. I'm going to go into it just to show you guys what you're likely up against here and why it's important to pay attention to all that. Unless they just haven't ruined their monster for anything at all. But as you can see, we're not doing a ton. Well, you know what? Maybe I was wrong here. Maybe I was wrong. Who would have thought at this level we would beat somebody with a level 35 monster? But it looks like it just might happen. If we can ever break their shield, anyway. We're going to heal up, because why not? Can we get a defense break? There we go. And a stun. Wow. Okay. This is me pulling my foot out of my mouth. So if you're feeling risky, take the chance. You never know. You never know. Okay, that I'm not going to bother with. That I'm not going to bother with. Base stats alone, there's no way we should beat it. So this guy's definitely done a little bit of time leveling. With our attack break here, we're not going to do as much damage. Now we'll do a little bit more. Hopefully we can, there we go, got one kill, get this one down for the kill, and it should be pretty easy from there. There we go, okay. So if you kind of run out of monsters that you can attack, okay, so that is a team that will annihilate you quick. I'm going to go into this battle just to kind of show you guys the difference in power. If you don't know it already, for those of you that have played this game a little bit, you know what I'm just doing right now. I'm not even going to get a turn. It's just suicide, right? So they've got a full, strong defense, and honestly, I'm surprised it took them as long to kill us as it did. So that was a complete waste of a wing. I do not recommend you guys do that. I don't care about losing ranking, and nor should you at this point in the game. We're not going for ranking. If we go and look at info here and weekly reward, going up in rank, you get a few extra crystals. Not a ton. To get up to this Conqueror level, you have to be a level 50 account. You have to have a whole bunch of fully skilled, maxed out 6-star monsters. You got to be a really good player. You're not going to get there overnight. You're not going to get there in your first couple weeks of playing the game. Maybe if you're spending a ton of money on the game, yes. But for those of us following this free-to-play, we're not going to be there. So don't worry about pushing or progressing right now. Whatever crystals we get is just a bonus. We're here to stay low rank and get glory points. Having said that, we can come in, we can refresh our list, and we can see what else we can go and spend wings on to try to get some glory points. Oh, interesting, he's got 2 of the same monster. Why do they keep attack breaking that one? That's the one that we need to do all the damage. So heal and cleanse. Hopefully we can kill that to take out their heal and cleanse. And then we should be a quick, easy finish from there. Very good. And that one, okay. So low level, it's worth to click on and check, because a lot of people at this rank are going to have low defenses as well. Right? Because they are doing the same thing we're doing, and look at their level. Even at their high level, they're still down here just trying to farm points. This one, I'm a little more hesitant to fight. Just because we don't have runes on 2 of our monsters. And we're probably going to be in the same boat for the rest of these. So there's a lot of other... Okay, this guy will be quick and easy. Like, this is honestly what I recommend doing if you want to stay low level. Just keep it nice and weak, right? That's why we've only got the 1 monster in there. And quite frankly, it's going to stay like that for a long, long time. Okay? So you can come in and see, this is where your rivals are. History is who's hit you. Nobody's attacked our defense yet. That's fine. As they do, you can go in there and check as well. So let's go and have a look here. So we got head-to-head here. So we do want to try to kill the Giant's Keep at least once, because it gives us a random 5 to 6 star rune, which is incredible progression for where we're at in the game. We got a couple other pieces here to progress with. So we're going to go do a quick Giants run, and we're going to try to clear that. You also get for clearing the Hall of Magic, as well as the daily elemental dungeon. So today is the Hall of Dark. So we'll try and clear those as well. So we'll come in here, we'll do this. We should be able to clear this on our own. These dungeons are, you get 5 monsters on your team to fight in these dungeons. So 5 is kind of the full-size team that you will get from most content in the game outside of this scenario. So just about everything else is going to involve 5-star teams, or 5 monster teams rather. So as we start to level up our monsters and acquire a few more key monsters that we're going to target and go after that are farmable, we'll be building a team of 5 monsters. And that team is going to be our primary focus to build. So hopefully, so far, this has given a bit of a framework. Okay, so we got a lone summoning stone. The first time you clear it, you get a extra 5 crystals. So we did unlock the next level. We're not going to bother with the next level right now. We've achieved what we wanted to achieve. And that's simply clearing the dungeon for that daily rune reward, which honestly, almost regardless of what rune we get, is going to be a massive upgrade for something. On my main account, I don't know if I've ever gotten a decent rune on there, but from this perspective, it's almost guaranteed to be something awesome for us. Just because, like, as you've seen, we've had 1, 2, and 3-star runes dropping. Alright, so this should give us, like, a low magic. Ooh, we got a mid magic essence. Very good. This wants to take us to look at Awakening. This is the Awaken screen on the monster. So this is the normal info we've been looking at. Runes, skills, and Awaken. So these are the materials required to awaken the monster. As you can see, we've only got the 1 mid magic essence so far, so we need a lot of those materials in order to awaken her. She does get a lot stronger when you do it. Her first skill, Blade Surge, gets quite a bit stronger when awakened, as well as her base stats. So the stats in white, the top 4 here, they will go up a fair amount, and it's a set amount, right? So every awakened version is going to have the same stats regardless, appropriate to the level, and at max level they'll always be the same. So when you awaken is irrelevant. The sooner you can awaken, the better. There's no advantage to waiting until she's higher level or evolved into a stronger version. Makes no difference there. What was the other thing? Right, we had to collect. So that's how you awaken. And we'll go do this one as well. Again, part of the daily. We will need more friends in order to finish our daily missions for the day. So we might not get there. We'll do a little bit more spamming here while that is fighting for us. Apparently we've lost our copy paste. Alright, so we're going to go put this into a couple channels now. And it looks like we leveled up again, which is awesome. Count level up. We leveled 10 now almost, I think. Alright. We got level 9. Alright. Very good. Oh, here we go. Okay. We just unlocked daily dungeon tips. Very good. Okay. So now we can get some strong stuff here to really help us, I believe, in awakening monsters as rewards. Ooh, and we got the Giant's Keep Master too. Okay. Alright, so we got these rewards. Let's see what we get here for our rune. Okay. I did say it would probably be a huge upgrade. It's not. Really, I mean, it is an upgrade. We'll put it on a monster because it's going to offer a decent amount of stats, but it's nothing crazy actually. So let's go back here and have a look at what else we got. So we still have to go get 2 3-star or better energy runes from the scenario. Now we have to view the strategy info of Hall of Magic / different attributes. Easy. Easy to do. So we can go do that right away. And it looks like same with Giant's Keep. And we get a 2-star Shannon for doing that. Shannon's actually a really good monster for us early on. That is fantastic. And okay, maybe we need to put that as our focus right now. So fight with a friend, we need to do that 2 more times, and then we also need to get 3 more friends. So we have to purchase the Sanctum of Energy, this guy here. So we'll buy this just for the sake of buying it, to appease this here. Very good. It also gives us +1 energy that we can keep. We'll come and have a quick look here, see if anything has come in that's new and helpful. Normally I wouldn't recommend buying runes, or 3-star runes, but that's actually a good one. For how much mana we have and how much mana those are, we can actually find a use for these. And they're probably going to actually go on this guy. So we can speed him up quite a bit just by putting this set on him. So we'll power this up real quick here as well. See if we can get a quick little bit extra crit damage. All right. Now, because that's a purple rune and already has 3 substats on it, we can actually go up to +9, and it won't add a new substat. It'll have a random chance at upgrading one of the existing stats. It can upgrade the same stat 3 times, can upgrade each stat separately, one stat twice, another stat once. It's all random. There's a lot of RNG in this game. If you're not prepared for that, this might not be the game for you. Just saying. It exists everywhere. There are ways to try to limit it, but it will always have a place. Now this rune, what are we going to do with this rune? We're going to hold on to this rune because we're going to get a couple monsters here just by going and doing a few more steps. Okay, we'll come in here, collect our experience and mana. We're probably pretty close to level 10. Oh, not even. So, it said to come in and view the strategy info. All right, well, we'll come in. We'll review the strategy info for everything, right? You can actually come in here and see basically what the monsters do. You can change the levels of the dungeon to see if it has an effect. You can go into dungeon debate so that you can kind of see other people's teams and reviews. So these are some teams that you can shoot for along with their clear time. And monster info just shows you which monster is kind of the most commonly used monsters used to clear that level of the dungeon. Okay? If you tap on the monster, you can see its info. And then you can actually go into debate about it, where it's used and whatnot. So there's a lot of information there that you can read up on if you're so inclined to do so. All right, so let's go back here. We've got a couple challenges. Let's clear this. Very good. So conquer 3rd floor of the Hall of Fire. What do we get? We get a Konamiya, good monster. We get a Decameron for some reason. And we get a Colleen, good monster. Now we will have to wait until the appropriate time of the week in order to clear these floors. On Fridays and Saturdays, all of the attribute dungeons open up, so you can choose which ones you want to go and do at your leisure. So we could do it then. Maybe on our Friday night stream, we'll hop back on here again, and we'll clear out a bunch of these as we go. Now, here we go. We get a Shannon for doing that, and we can actually go in and probably clear 3rd floor and get a Bernard. And those are going to be 2 monsters that are going to be pretty key The Shannon less so. She's not going to be... She used to be really key to the team that we'd be focusing on building right now. But there are better monsters. She will be a good placeholder until we get our better monster, i.e. what we're looking for is she's Fran, the one we talked about in the Ancient Coin Shop earlier in the video. So, Shannon for now, we're going to give her this rune just because. Because why not? And we will be using her. Now, one thing that we're also going to do is we're going to do a little bit more summoning here. See, what I'm looking for is to get two stars, just like that we can feed, and we'll go through some evolution. There we go. We got another Vagabond. Okay. So what we're going to do is actually increase Shannon's level. So she's at max level 15 for 2-star. So what we can do is actually evolve her to a 3-star monster, which is going to scale up her stars and increase her base stats. But it will also send her back to level... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Never mind. We have to get her to level 20 first. My apologies. Okay. Well, we'll get her to level 20 naturally, and then we'll level it up. As you can see, it's clearly been a while for me. And now I'm feeling like a major noob. That's okay. We all learn together, right? All right, collect your mana there. Make sure you do that regularly. And we're going to go and try to do our Giants level 3. Because what we really want is that Bernard. Bernard is an excellent monster. And he will help us in many areas of the game for a long time to come. And with any luck, we'll have you generated 500 points here shortly to complete today's portion of the 4-star monster event. As we're probably drawing to a close on this portion of the video for today. Well, we can clear floor 2 with a little bit of ease. That is nice. As you go up in floors, the quality of rewards you get will typically get better. We're not going to replay. We're going to go up to floor 3. So this is a wind element one, so we might have a challenge here. We might have to actually bust out a friend rep, although I don't know if the friend rep will actually qualify for the challenge part, but we'll see how we do here. The hope is now that we've got a swift set on Orochi, the Wind Ninja there, that we can actually do some half decent damage with him. And we should hopefully have enough sustain to be able to push through and clear this stage. Any higher, we will be running into issues. I don't think we're going to be clearing B4 with this team. And likely what's going to happen, at least in terms of our 5-star teams, is we will be replacing the Light Bird, the guy that just did the revive there, with the new monster that we're going to get as a reward from clearing this dungeon. And what's amazing is the monsters that we're getting, the Shannon, the Bernard that we're going to get now from clearing this, they come awakened already too. So that saves a ton of resources in trying to farm awakening. All right, we got a 4-star energy rune here, purple, with some decent stats on it too. That's actually really exciting. That is actually really exciting. All right, just another unknown scroll there. Nothing to be concerned about, really. All right. Yeah, so we needed to do that without any friend's help. But now we get a 3-star Bernard. That is incredible. So now we have to endure the giant's attack by increasing the defense effects. So Shannon, the monster that we had gotten previously, offers a defense buff. So as long as she casts that during the boss fight, we clear that step. The other one is to grant decrease attack effects on the boss. So we can put an attack debuff on the boss with the Bernard monster that we just got. So as long as that lands on him, we'll achieve that step. And that is, 100,000 mana between the two? And then we have to clear the 5th floor, which is, we're still a little bit ways away from that. So we won't be getting there anytime soon. Well, I shouldn't say anytime. We will be getting there soon, but not today. So let's go collect our Bernard. There he is. He comes in at level 15, which is amazing. And we'll make sure he is locked. Good. Shannon's locked. Awesome. So this guy is actually really strong, and he needs to have he needs Swift runes on him. So we might actually have to go back and get some more Swift runes for him. But we're going to do a quick couple power-ups on this rune to see what kind of stats it can get. And I think that is going to be about it for tonight's video, folks. Do we have a good home for this rune? I think we're going to put it on, maybe on the Shannon here. So we're going to put it here for now. And that'll be a good upgrade for her. You can see she gets a little bit of extra attack and a fair bit of extra defense from that. So what makes Bernard so amazing is, first off, his damage on his first skill scales with his attack speed. He's a very fast monster. He will weaken both the attack power and defense for 2 turns on a single target. And he increases the attack bar of all allies by 30%, as well as increasing their attack speed for 2 turns. Huge advantage boost for you. It allows you to take a lot more turns than the enemy, especially early in the game. That is what makes this guy so strong. He also has a wind attack power leader skill, so he'll really help to increase the attack damage of this guy. But for now, that is where we're at there. And we'll go and do that quick. So let's go see what we got here. Now, as I said earlier, we are going to go for a monster called Lucian. Oh, wrong event. Wrong event. Default. They moved around on me. Yes, we are going to go for a monster called Lucian. So we haven't actually gotten our 500 points yet today. So I was really hoping to push for that. The other, I want to see if this... So this event is actually going on for a little bit longer. It's a 500 points a day as well. Oh, we got some energy here. We got some mana here. Alright, so we'll go and watch that finals highlight video real quick as well, because we want those 500 points. That's actually going to help us a lot. So then we'll go back. So that should be complete. We'll have those. There's 100 crystal bonus right there. Now there's 12 days left in this event, so I'm going to have to do this every day. Unfortunately, I won't be playing this account every single day. That is a challenge. Will be a large challenge for sure. Because I want to do this entire account playthrough on stream, on video for you guys. That's the kind of the whole point of it. So I wonder... I might actually be able to... Ooh. Okay. So we got a Reap Stone here. A Reap Stone is something that's very, very valuable in this game. One of the most valuable items in the game. It allows you to re-roll the substats on a rune. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about when to use these, and every single one of them will tell you to save it for a long time right now. Okay, you're going to get these randomly from events and stuff for a while as you're growing your account. You save them for 6-star runes that start as a legendary, and typically only a violent or a will rune will you want to use them on. So we are a long ways away from using those on this account. We're going to acquire them. You can hold them. They don't take up any special place in your inventory. You can hold as many as you can acquire, and they don't expire once you acquire them out of this gift box. We also got 3 elemental scrolls. We are going to summon those right now. See what we get. Okay, no lightning, so this will be a 3-star monster. Water Warbear, okay. Nothing amazing. Fire Scroll, no lightning. Bulldozer, and we got him awakened as a 4-star. That is actually awesome. That is awesome for us. He is a great monster. As you get into guild content, he is one of the strongest monsters. And if you remember the Wind Living Armor, a copper that we got before, those two are part of a 3-person team that is incredibly powerful and typically very easy to rune. So we are going to keep him. We are going to try to build him. He needs defense to be really good, just like this guy. Okay? They are 2 peas in a pod, right? And the fact that we already got him awakened, where he gets better base stats and it starts with 30% crit rate now. He's got a leader skill for guild content that gives you an extra 21% defense. His 3rd skill does damage based on your defense and actually ignores the target's defense. Now it stuns you for 1 turn when you use it, but it is what it is. This also does damage proportionate to defense and has a chance to stun the enemy. So this is actually a really awesome pull for us. This is really lucky. We're not going to be building him right away, because for our immediate goals of trying to get into Giants B10, he will not help. He doesn't have a part of that team, so we will not be building him or copper right away. But we will be keeping him for sure. And as we get runes and stuff to go on him, if we build him just organically over time, amazing. That's a really good pull. This guy and her, they're nothing too special right now. They might become good one day. But right now, there's nothing too special. If we don't find a use for them fairly shortly, they will likely get fed as food to make something else better. So I would really have liked to hit 500 points today. Okay. But I don't think that's going to be happening tonight, so it is what it is. Some events we just won't be able to do given the timeline of this account. If you have the time to play and keep pushing, I strongly encourage you to do so. But that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and I hope this video you find really helpful. If you have any suggestions, any questions, requests, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and hit that follow button for you Twitch folks. Support the channel a lot. Thank you, everybody. See you in the next one.